virtuali secondo appuntamento. Un minimo di richiamo, Fabrizio, grazie. Wow, ok, eccoci qua, molto bene. Fabrizio, mi fai dare una martellatina volante, posso? Posso? Come devo fare? Ok, parto da qua e così, vado? Al 3? 1, 2, 3? Wow! Ok, grazie Fabrizio, ci vediamo dopo. Allora, il prossimo ospite. Il prossimo ospite parla di un tema che è estremamente importante e interessante, che è il rapporto con la tecnologia e la trasformazione. Posso fare un sondaggio al volo? Chi ha mai avuto una delusione in amore? Sulla mano. Sinceri. Chi ha mai avuto una delusione in amore? Sulla mano, tenete sulle mani. Allora, chi non ha alzato la mano o mente, o ne avrà una molto presto, chiaramente. Però il rapporto è così, è un rapporto che abbiamo con la tecnologia, con la trasformazione, ed è una relazione da gestire. Quindi sono molto interessato a ascoltare il prossimo ospite, Vice President Innovation di EMEA South di SAP, autore peraltro del libro Are You Ready for China? Ho visto che Business Insider l'ha inserito tra i 15 power players della SAP Community. Non so se forse il primo SAP Forum o comunque è uno dei suoi primi interventi qui. Diamogli veramente un grande benvenuto, Carlos Diaz. Hello, Carlos. Nice to meet you. I'll let you on the stage. Thanks.
Thank you. So, welcome back again to the SAP Forum, and thank you for having me here today. By 2030, we will all have a digital twin. You will have a digital twin, and I will have a digital twin. The digital twin will help you in all domains of life. It will help you testing and medical treatment. It will help you planning your vacations. It will help you stay on top of your social life, and it will help you achieving your personal goals. And the good news is that your digital twin will never run out of energy. So, no matter if you're an employee, if you're a manager, or if you're a C-level executive, the question is, how can you activate your digital twin now? And if I ask you, which do you think it will be the technology that will help employees communicate with the ERP, with the intelligent ERP? Which technology do you think that will be? Do you think that will be a smartwatch? Do you think that will be augmented reality? No. The answer is their voice. Their voice will be the technology for the employees to communicate with the intelligent ERP. So the first thing that you can do if you're an employee is activate your chatbot. The chatbot can help you in many different tasks. It can help you doing travel arrangements. It can help you reviewing your pipeline in case you're a salesperson, or it can help you ask for a credit. The more you use your chatbot, the more you will profile your digital twin. You will be teaching your digital twin how you want to act. So, enterprise bots enables employees to use natural language as a way to interface with enterprise software. And also, it allows to automate processes and workflows and persist using natural language in the back office systems. Let me put it this way. The chatbots and the intelligent business assistants are the entry point of human-like interaction with enterprise software. So let's now imagine that you are a manager. How can you create your digital twin? I invite you to visit our booth where we are demonstrating the knowledge workspace. But in essence, what you can do with this product is view in a very graphical way a decision process, understand which are the analytical capabilities, and try to create your own decision process in a collaborative way, accessing in a single place many different data sources. Machine learning is all about three things. It's all about, one, ingesting huge amounts of information. Two, applying the right algorithms. And three, making sure that those algorithms change with experience and without human interaction. Without human interaction. And that is exactly what happens when you're using the knowledge workspace. You are programming your own virtual you, your own digital twin. Next time you encounter a problem like that, your digital twin will know how you want to act, which are your shortcuts, which are the conclusions that you want to take. If you're a manager, the best way to activate your digital twin is to train your knowledge workspace. But how can you activate your digital twin if you are a C-level executive? As you know, our climate is rapidly changing, and this is increasingly being felt in our society and our communities. If we talk about global warming, if we talk about melting glaciers, if we talk about rising sea level temperature, all that is affecting every sector, from agriculture to retail, from public sector to insurance. Every sector is being affected by climate change. So in this context, SAP and the European Space Agency have done an agreement to bring data from their satellites so C-level executives can take decisions based on climate information. So the Climate Earth Dashboard will be powered by SAP HANA. With the Climate Earth Dashboard, you will be able to access big data analytics, HANA spatial engines, and machine learning on top of predictive modeling capabilities to make sense of petabytes of information that come from the satellites together with the information that comes from your business. We will also leverage the digital boardroom. You also have a demonstration in the booth, because with Climate Earth Dashboard, we are creating a planetary dashboard to really control my operations in a changing world. So let's take a look at it. Let's imagine for a minute that you are a C-level executive, and you're sitting in the boardroom of a large insurance company in the US. The first thing that you see in the screen is that your company is performing very nicely, increasing revenues year after year, all line of businesses. But you look at an indication that it's in red. It's telling you that your loss ratio is over 80%. If you're an insurance company, you take this seriously, because you know that for 100 euros in revenue that you receive, you give back more than 80 euros to the people that is insured with you for their claims. So this is not good, and this is clearly above our expectations. So if I drill down by geography and by line of business, I can see that Florida is the worst performer. And immediately, the Climate Earth Dashboard is bringing me, as you can see in the map, the paths of the hurricanes that are hitting that part of the country and that may be related to that high loss ratio in Florida. So if I dig deeper into this, I see that if I choose the homeowner's line of business, it's even worse. 93% of loss ratio in Florida. So what can I do? How can I leverage the data from those satellites above us? Climate Earth dashboard gives me a warning. As you can see, it gives me an alert. Be careful. According to the information that we have, you may have a catastrophic situation with your claims in the New York City area. How do we know this? Our friends in the European Space Agency taught us that when you have hot water, a high level of water, and wind blowing in your direction, you have the perfect ingredients for a hurricane. So we brought all that information into the Climate Earth dashboard, and we are telling the insurance company that those circumstances are taking place for them. If we dig deeper, we see that that's the area that is affected. And we can completely understand which are the assets that are at risk. So even deeper, we can take a look at which are the actual homes that could have claim causes if this situation occurs. So the important thing to understand here is that silent data from the European Space Agency speaks volumes in the context of my business. Before taking any decision, I can travel in time with the Climate Earth dashboard, and I can go to the past to see what happened in similar cases. And I see here that in 2012, a hurricane hit that same area of the country. I can see that it was Hurricane Sandy, and I can see the projected path and the final path, and I can see that with Hurricane Sandy, I had 85,000 claims in the country. If I dig deeper, I see that in the New York City area, I had 39,000 claims. So I can really understand what can be the impact of my loss ratio bringing spatial information from the European Space Agency. In fact, it is incredible to see how my performance year after year is incredibly affected by extreme weather events. And the good news, as you can see on the left-hand side, is that I also have different scenarios. We are bringing those scenarios from top scientific institutions that provide those scenarios year after year. Let's imagine for a second that I decide to choose the medium risk scenario, what it means for me. So thanks to the predictive capabilities of HANA, I can see in the right-hand side that it's telling me how my claims will evolve year after year, considering the medium risk scenario and considering the data that I have from the European Space Agency. So I can see how the weather, how the climate affects my business, and I can predict and be ready for that. The whole purpose of a dashboard is be ready to take the right strategic decisions. So the Climate Earth dashboard is also recommending me based on machine learning, based on the experience that we have from the past and the actions that we took and the results that those actions meant, is proposing me how to adapt to this. And the Climate Earth dashboard is telling me, if you want to avoid that, if you want to minimize your risk, if you want to improve your loss ratio, you should increase your reinsurance level by 25%. And you should increase your rates by 10%. And it's not only recommending to me what to do, it's also telling me what is going to be the affection on my churn, on my margins, et cetera, et cetera. So imagine if you're a C-level executive in an insurance company, you can really understand what's the impact of weather and climate, predict, and be ready to make a change. And as you can imagine, this affects all different sectors. What if you are in agriculture? What if you have paper mills? What if you are in the retail business? What if you're in the public sector? How are you going to get ready for what is the new reality that a changing world is having on us and our business? So whether you are an employee, a manager, or a C-level executive, your digital twin will give your human brain superhuman powers. superhuman powers because you will be able to handle big data coming from countless different sources. Because your brain will be able to incorporate machine learning on top of your human learning. And because you will be able to provide simulations and scenarios based on all that knowledge. Let's create your digital twin today, together, to make the world run better and improve people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you so much. Carlos Diaz, molto bene. Allora, è arrivato il momento della pausa pranzo. La pausa pranzo in formazione di servizio è al piano di sopra, pranzo. Poi alle 2:10, chi avesse voglia, prendetevi il caffè, portatevelo qui. Ci sono io in questo caso, facciamo un quarto d'ora insieme per parlare di come coinvolgere i nostri consumatori. 7 segreti per coinvolgere e mantenere la relazione con i nostri consumatori. Ci beviamo il caffè insieme, ne parliamo. Buon pranzo a tutti. Buon pranzo a tutti.